guys, I have Waka Waka Doctor here to tell you the affordable countries in Europe that you can migrate to for studies, for good life, opportunity, and all of that. So let me allow him to introduce himself. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Faith. Hello, guys. It's nice to be on this channel, doing what we do best, helping as many people as possible move abroad with, information that has been carved out from years and years of experience with travel, and also talking to people who have shared their experiences. Everyone calls me Waka Waka Doctor for very obvious reasons. Doctor because I'm a medical doctor. That's my daytime profession. And Waka Waka because I love to travel. This travel has taken me to 60 different countries across the world, and I hope that I can see more of them. Today, just as we've been told, we're going to talk about moving to different countries across the world that are affordable, and some of them even very free. So I want you to grab your seatbelts, grab a popcorn if you can, and we will go with talking about them one after the other. Make sure you share this video with your friends, like and subscribe to this channel, because you definitely don't want to miss this. Okay. So I understand that everyone wants to move to Canada, everybody wants to move to the US, everybody wants to move to the UK. But I've come to tell you that you don't necessarily have to go to these countries because they are pretty expensive. So my mantra is that you don't need to go to the big leagues. The big leagues are 5 different countries: Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Canada, and the US. They have very, very huge fees, and not everybody can afford them. And that's why I brought you good news, because you don't need to break the bank to travel abroad. Let's start with the free countries you can go for free. So I'm going to start with Iceland. Iceland is Iceland. Okay, Iceland, Iceland. You don't need to pay tuition. Iceland has 8 universities. And one of them is very expensive, so let us forget that one. University of Reykjavik. You don't bother yourself about it, okay? But you want to check out the 7 other universities that exist in Iceland. They are free. The only requirement is that you write your IELTS and you pay an application fee of $500. That is all you need. You don't need to pay any other thing. With respect to requirements, you need your transcripts, you need your passport, you need a police report, and you need statement of purpose. Okay, those are important. Of course, your international passport, your transcript, statement of purpose, and of course, a police report. Once you apply for admission, you should try 2 or 3 of these. They would most likely give you admission, and then you start your visa process. Once you get a letter from the university stating that you have an admission in Iceland and that you're coming for studies, you go to the embassy and apply for visa. They need proof of funds, but your proof of funds for Iceland is simply 4,000 euros. So if you can prove that you have 4,000 euros in your account for 3 months, okay, they don't care about what is entering into your account. They just want to see an account balance. If you have 4,000 euros, equivalent to 4,000 euros in your bank account, that is fine. Okay, some people say 5,000 euros, but I say 4,000 euros based on experience. You are fine. Okay.
How much is 4,000 euro in Nigeria?
4,000 euros at the moment in Nigeria is about 2.6, let's say 3 million.
Wow, okay, that's quite affordable.
Yes, that's quite affordable. 3 million naira and you're good to go. Okay, so that is Iceland. Remember, guys, that if you visit my YouTube channel, I have full videos describing the whole process for these countries. Unfortunately, I will not be able to give everything to you, but I'm here to tell you that there's hope, and you can go to these countries depending on which suits you the most. So that's Iceland. Another country you want to look at is Germany. Germany is also free of charge. Germany is free of charge. So it means that you can go to most of the universities free. You don't need to pay tuition in Germany. Germany is so good that if you have HND, they would accept you. Higher national diploma is acceptable. If you have a second class lower, Germany would accept you. If you have a third class, Germany would accept you. And Germany has 358 universities with more than 70,000 courses. So there is an option for you, okay? The only downside to Germany, because I always like to tell people the good side and the bad side. Germany has a very strong economy, so you don't have to worry about that. The only downside with application to Germany is for my Nigerian brothers and sisters. Unfortunately, if you're from Nigeria, it is difficult to get visa appointments at the moment, except you have a first class. If you don't have a first class, there is a backlog with visa appointments, and there are no visa appointments until 2023. So you have to wait.
Why? Wow, are you serious?
Yeah, because lots of people have been applying, and that's why we always say start now. Start now. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Germany. Germany is free of charge. No need for IELTS. The documentation that's required cuts across board: your passport, your transcripts, your statement of purpose. That's what Germany needs from you. Okay. And there are several universities in Germany that would accept you, irrespective of your background, your final score, your CGPA. Now, another issue with Germany is that they need what is called a blocked account. So it means that when you have admission and you want to apply for visa, you need to get 10,000 euros. 10,000 euros is equivalent of 6 million naira. Before, 2 years ago, it was like 4 million naira, but now it's 6 point something million naira. The problem with the blocked account or a blocked account is this: you have to open an account in Germany. You open that account, you transfer all the money into the German account. Okay? Then they lock it. You will only have access to the money when you get to Germany. And when you get to Germany, they're not going to give you back once. They'll be giving it to you every month to take care of your feeding, take care of your accommodation, take care of your expenses. It's still your money, but they'll be giving it to you monthly. They want to just make sure that you have enough money to be able to take care of yourself during your stay in Germany. Of course, Germany and Iceland, when you finish your studies, you have 1 to 2 years post-study visa, giving you the opportunity to look for jobs. And then you continue your way to PR and then citizenship. It generally would take about 6 to 7 years to get citizenship in Germany, about 5 years in Iceland. Okay, so that's Iceland and Germany. Another country that is very free is Norway. Norway is free for everybody. You don't need IELTS, just like Germany. And tuition, you're not paying. Nord University, for instance, free. There are several universities in Norway, and Norway is the second happiest country in the world. Norway also has the ranking for the second most read citizens in the world. So it means that the citizens of Norway are the second most read people in the whole world. Norway doesn't charge you for anything. They only charge application fees of about $20 to $50, depending on the university. So you don't need to pay anything. Then you go to the website of the school. I have all these links on my YouTube channel. Okay, so you have to go to my YouTube channel to look at those links. You apply to the portal for Norway, and it's different from other countries because when you apply to 4 universities at once. So you apply for the 4 universities, and maybe one will give you admission, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe the 4 of them, and you pick one. Okay, the documents that are required are the same thing as I've mentioned before. Now, Germany and Norway have a similarity, just a tiny similarity, but it's also different in the sense that when you now have the admission and you want to apply for visa, you need to have 10,800 euros as well, which is about 6 million. You create an account in Norway and transfer the money into that Norwegian account. But here's the difference. Remember that Germany, I said they lock it and they give you every month. Norway, once you get there, they give you all the money back.
Oh, okay.
So it's just to see that you can afford it, you know, before you make the move, right?
Oh,
So if
okay.
you have 6 million naira, you're good to go for Germany and Norway. And these are very good countries. The drawback for Norway is that the standard of living is high, very high. So, you know, things are expensive, which means that you should not live in the cities. Otherwise, your rate of spending will be so high. So you
Oh,
go,
yeah.
you know, you go out of the cities to live, and it's a very good country. I can assure you, I've been there. Very lovely. So that's another country that you can move to for free. So to recap, you can go to Iceland, Norway, and Germany free.
For free.
Different free.
That's
Okay,
good.
fantastic,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
So
fantastic.
we can now talk about countries you can move to at an affordable rate, okay, that you don't need to break the bank for. There are loads of them, but we'll pick a few that we can quickly talk about. The first one I want to talk about is Austria, which is hot at the moment and open at the moment, and people should really take advantage of it. If you want to move in September or March of next year, you have to start now. Austria is so cheap that the school fees, the tuition, ranges between 360 euros to 750 euros. So I'm saying the maximum you will pay for school fees in Austria is 300,000 naira if you're Nigerian.
Are you serious?
300,000 naira per semester. There are two
Wow.
semesters, so your whole tuition fee is 600,000 naira. This is not, we're not lying. This is it. It is the real thing. 600,000
Wow.
naira for your whole stay in Austria's tuition. Okay.
Hmm.
The proof of funds that Austria needs is 4 million naira. Just, they don't want the money to even stay long. Just print an account balance and show that it's 4 million naira. That is it.
Wow.
You don't need IELTS. You don't need to learn the language. All these countries, they teach you in English. So don't worry about the language. You're taught in English. Okay. So you move to Austria easily. You can move to Austria easily. Now, this is the catch. With Austria, the process is a bit different because you don't just apply and that's it. Before you apply, you need to do what's called legalization of documents, which means that
Okay.
whichever country you are, you have to go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to legalize and authenticate your documents, right?
Oh.
Once you legalize and authenticate your documents, they will verify it. Once you legalize and authenticate your documents, you will now send them to the university and your application goes on. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So again, there's a website, like for Austria, for instance, it's www.studyinaustria.at, www.studyinaustria.at. Like I said, I have the full version of all these videos on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you need a police report, you need your birth certificate, you need transcripts, and your international passport. Once you can legalize these 4 documents, use it to apply, and that's it. Austria is open now, so do it. Okay? So that's Austria. The second one I want to talk about is Italy. Italy is very sweet. Another country you should try out. And the reason why I particularly love Italy is that even though their tuition fee ranges from about 1,500 euros to 3,000 euros, they give a lot of fee concessions, give a lot of tuition waivers, and
Oh, okay.
can easily apply for scholarships. Out of every 10 people that apply for scholarships, at least 7 or 8 of them will get it. Now, some of these scholarships you can apply for in Italy include the AICS scholarship. AICS scholarship in Italy. You can also apply for the regional Italian scholarship. And of course, you can apply for the Italian government scholarship. The scholarships in Italy are so good that they pay you. They can pay you anything ranging from 900 euros to 1,200 euros. So you don't need to, in fact, the Italian government scholarship, they pay you 1,000 euros and that's it. So you take care of all your bills yourself. But the regional scholarship, they will even feed you every day. They give you 3-course meal, 1 meal, they feed you every day. So there's a lot of advantage to that. Another good thing about Italy is that even if your tuition fee is, let's say, 3,000 euros, and you write a letter to the university that you want a tuition waiver, they're going to ask you for a document that shows that if you can prove to them that your family who are going to sponsor you doesn't earn, or your family doesn't earn as much as $500 a month, they will cancel your whole school fees. So it means you need to show a proof of funds, account balance, and show them for 6 months that there's no money of as much as $500 entering into your account. Then whoever is the sponsor, maybe your father or your mother, should get a letter from a job or business saying, we work in this social office or organization and the salary is less than $500. If you can do that, those two, then you will get huge tuition waivers. Another thing is that once you get admission in any of these Italian universities, you have to go to the Italian embassy in your country to do what we call a declaration of value. So a declaration of value means that you will take all your documents to the Italian embassy, they will see it with their eyes and stamp it. Then they would change it to Italian. So all the English will be written in Italian. And this is one of the documents you would upload to the school. Then the school will send you an acceptance letter, which you will now take to the embassy. Once you have an acceptance letter from Italy, you are on your way to Italy. Italy will give you visa straight away. That's not a problem at all. So again, Italy does not require IELTS, and you can definitely go there.
A lot of people are scared of IELTS. I don't know why.
All these countries don't require IELTS, so no need.
This is huge.
Another place you can go to is the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic. Czech Republic is like 1,500 euros. The maximum is 2,200 euros. Okay, and it's pretty the same. Pretty the same. No need for IELTS. Get your documents, your passport, your transcripts, your statement of purpose, and you apply to universities in the Czech Republic. It's the same as Austria. It's the same as Italy. Very straightforward. So try out the Czech Republic as well. Another country you should try is Estonia. Estonia right now, a lot of people don't know about it, but it's the tech hub of Europe. And a lot of all these technical companies have their, like Skype, for instance, is in Estonia. Bolt, the taxi company, is in Estonia. Apple is there, Google is there. So they are a very huge, hub for tech. And their tuition, maximum of their tuition is about 2,200 euros. Okay. The only downside to Estonia is that they don't have an embassy in Lagos or Abuja in Nigeria generally. So you have to go apply for your embassy in your visa in Dubai, or you go to Ethiopia. And of course, Ethiopia is free for Nigerians to apply for. Okay, so it's quite an easy one you want to try. So just to recap, we've talked about Iceland, we've talked about Germany, we've talked about Norway, we've talked about Austria, we've talked about the Czech Republic, we've talked about Italy, we've talked about Estonia. Another country that's affordable to go to is Poland. Poland is also very, again, I'm sorry, Nigerians, if you're watching this, Poland doesn't have appointments at the moment. So if you apply for a Polish visa, you have to go into what is called a ballot system. They pick whoever would apply. So you should try it. You might be lucky, or you have to wait. And like we said, you start now, because A year ago, when we started talking about Poland on social media, people were laughing. Why do you want to go to Poland? Now, Poland is saturated with Nigerians, Africans, a lot of them. And you don't need
Yeah.
IELTS. Even if you want to study nursing in Poland, you would get nursing for as low as 1,500 euros taught in English. And you don't need the IELTS exam. And it's very, very easy to get into Poland so long as you have your fees. Poland will also, give you an opportunity to move. All these countries I'm listing are within the Schengen area, which means that if you have that visa, you can have access to 24, 25, 26 other countries within Europe. Okay?
Yeah.
Poland is definitely another country you want to go. There are other countries that exist, and I would advise you to go on my YouTube channel to watch them. Say, for instance, Lithuania, Spain, Malta. There's some universities in Switzerland, for instance, that are quite affordable and you can move to. People would often ask me, can you move with family? Of course, you can move with family to Norway. You can move with family to Germany. You can move with family to Estonia. Immediately, you can move with family to Italy. People often ask me, okay, what about if I have an HND and I have a third class? Where can I go to? Of course, you don't have to go to the UK and Canada alone. You can go to Italy. You can go to Poland. You can go to Malta. You can go to France. You can try Belgium. So there are a whole lot of countries that serve as option for you to move. I'm going to reiterate again for everyone who's listening. Get your documents, your international passport, your transcript if you're applying for master's degree. If you're going for BSc, you don't need your transcript, your birth certificate, your statement of purpose. Have these documents and apply. The good thing about these countries as well is that some of them have work visas that you can apply for. Like in Austria, they have the red card, white card program, which is a sort of a migration platform for skilled workers. So if you go on Google and just type in red card, white card program for Austria, you will get the website. You can calculate your points. If you have a degree, it gives you points. If you're married, it gives you points. If you have an additional qualification, it gives you points. Then you start applying for jobs, and I'm not saying it's straightforward. You apply for a job today, you get the job tomorrow. No.
Yeah.
You have to apply for many job opportunities, and if you get an interview, attend, and that's how you get a job. So Austria has one like that. Germany also has another. Another question I often ask is, okay, Waka Waka doctor, I don't have a degree at all, but I want to travel abroad and I don't have money. Okay. Do you have skills? Because you cannot eat your cake and have it. You don't have money. You don't have education. You must have something. So what skills do you have? Are you a painter or a welder or an electrician or a plumber? You can apply to what is called vocational schools. Germany has the largest vocational schools in the world. Apply to these vocational schools. Of course, they are free in Germany. So you can apply to these vocational schools. And there are other vocational schools in Italy, vocational schools in Lithuania, and vocational schools in Estonia. So you can apply to these countries, and that's how you get to Europe. So I hope that this few minutes I have been able to educate you or give you substance here and there, bits and pieces about different countries you can move to. Like I said, if you want to have a full picture, head up to my YouTube channel and watch some of these videos to educate yourself more. So that's it, Faith.
Thank you so much. As in, I was just nodding my head like, okay, this is actually like good opportunities for people, and people are not so aware of it. And that's why I decided to bring you on to share your insight. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome.